Hey guys, welcome to cfmotosiderider. Today we got a special video for you. We're going to be installing an Auxbeam 8-gang multifunctional switch. Wow, that was a mouthful. So anyways, I'm going to show you right now what we get in the box and then we're going to install it. So before we get started, if you're interested in this product, I'm going to put a link down below in the description where you can go get that switch. And also I'm going to pin a link in the comments as well, so you have no trouble finding it, where you can get the Auxbeam 8-gang multifunctional switch. So here we are, we got the box. Auxbeam was gracious enough to send this to me, and I'm going to do a video installing it and then probably do a review on it as well. So here we are, we have all our components here nicely packaged. We also have our manual here, tells us what everything is, comes with a nice sticker. And then we have this here, tells us everything about our panel and our switch and pretty much everything, all the parts that come with it. So let's go through this really quick. So here we have our circuit control box with our fuses and everything. This here is going to go on top, more fuses, spare ones. This here will go on top like this. Of course, I got it upside down. Next, we'll remove our switch panel. This is a nice switch panel, comes with, looks waterproof, looks really well built. Next, they sent us a circuit breaker. Then we have various brackets here for mounting this control box here, or people call it also the pod. Next, we have hardware, and looks like we have an extra fuse wire thing. We'll figure this out in a minute. More wires. Here's our power and our negative cables. Well, we got all kinds of things in here. They even sent us a little screwdriver, some zip ties if we need them, and also the harness that goes from your pod. Then this end of the harness will connect into this switch assembly, of course. Then we have some extra mounting brackets. So I don't know what I'm going to be using yet. I haven't figured that out yet. So I'm just going through this for the first time with you. And we'll figure everything out and I'm going to put it together. All right, we got the Auxbeam 8-gang switch panel installed. We got the pod, the control panel installed in the inside. I'm going to bring you in here and show you what we did. Okay, so this is where I mounted this Auxbeam switch panel. I wanted to keep it in a dry place. I already put my controller in here for my rock lights, and they could plug straight into the switch panel here perfectly, like it doesn't have far to go. So before, I had the controller here for the rock lights wired all the way back to the battery. So I have eliminated that. I have a main power wire going from this panel down underneath, along the frame, that way towards the back, hooked up to the battery. I grounded this, it comes with a ground wire. I grounded it right here on the frame, right there. Now this is the way I've done it. I'm not a pro electrician of any kind. I'm learning as I go. I'm actually starting to like this sort of stuff, but I'm just going to show you how I install it. I'm not saying you have to do it this way. So what I did is I went and got 4-gauge battery cable, and I got 9 feet of it, and I put lugs on the end, you know, with the O-ring that goes over the bolt, or you can put a bolt through it at the battery terminal or here on the frame, whatever. So yeah, I got 9 feet of that. It cost me about $33 Canadian. So here's what it looks like inside the panel. So here's the wires from the rock lights that come in here, and they just, you unscrew these, put your wires inside here, screw them tight, make sure they're not loose, and that's all there is to it. Now all your accessories will go right into any of these, depending on what amperage they draw. So you can hook up quite a few accessories into here. Here's my positive and my negative cables that come into this panel. This here wire goes to your control panel inside, like your pod, to turn on and off your lights. And this is your power wire. Now I'll get this terminology wrong, but this power wire here operates that pod. It lights it up and allows you to turn it on when you turn your key on. So actually it came with another red wire and a fuse holder. And what I did is I plugged it in to the fuse panel up here that comes on your Cfmoto. The only thing that kind of sucks about that is your fuse panel has a cover on it. So, and it's sealed. So what that cover is interfered with the wire that I hooked up to it, but that's the only place I could go that I know of. I just put a notch in the, what do you call it, the fuse panel box and on the lid, and it's a really good snug fit. And I'm going to put some dielectric grease in there so that it stays waterproof, and it'll be just fine. But it's not my favorite way of doing things. I mean, I don't like to do stuff like that where you have to cut and notch stuff, but that's all I could do with this. I mean, I didn't have much choice, and it works, and I'll make sure that it's waterproof and doesn't cause any issues. I did a nice clean job. I'd have to undo all this to show you, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, we're going to open this door here, and in behind my seat you can see there's a circuit breaker that came with this. So what happens with this, it's a safety switch really, so that in case you ever nick a wire or your cable or anything, and nothing shorts out while your side-by-side or ATV is in the garage and a fire won't start. So when you want to use it, you reset it like that, and then when you come home, you park it away in your garage, it's probably a good idea just to open that circuit, break that circuit I mean, so that you don't have any juice running through and a fire can't start. Now chances of that happen are pretty slim, but it has been known to happen. So that's why they supply you with this circuit breaker. And you can install that anywhere. I chose to install it behind my seat so that when I get out and I put my side-by-side away for the day, I can just come in here, click it open. So what happens is there's a battery cable that goes to that circuit breaker, and then another battery cable wire that comes from the circuit breaker, and I tied it into here, under here on the Zforce. Now here in the Zforce 800, I put my pod here. There's a bracket it comes with. I put it here vertically. That's the way I like it. There was really nowhere to hang it under here without checking to make sure there's no wires or anything. I'm quite happy with it here. It's out of my way. It won't, my knee won't hit it or anything. So I'm happy with that there. I'll turn it on and you can see how it illuminates. Now right now, I only have the sticker that comes with a whole sheet of stickers, and these are for my rock lights. Well, if I want to use my rock lights, I'll turn it on. I have the Auxbeam rock lights, and it's operated right now with my phone through the app. So I'll have to turn it on with my app. So pretty soon on an upcoming video, I'm going to be adding another accessory. Be sure to watch out for that. And so far I just got the rock lights and the other accessory. I'll have to add a sticker for it around here, wherever it's going to go. And then from there, I'm not sure what I'm going to add to this machine at that point. If you're going to have a lot of accessories, the 8-gang switch from Auxbeam is awesome because you can plug all kinds of accessories into it and control it from one spot. And everything plugs into that 8-gang switch panel at the front and just makes life a lot easier. So be sure to stick around to the end. I'm going to fire up the Zforce here. I'm going to show you how this Auxbeam 8-gang panel switch works and the pod and everything. Get the rock lights working. It's not dark yet, but we're in the garage here. I can close the door and shut the lights off, and I'll show you how it works. But first I want to thank Auxbeam for sending me these products to check out, to install, do a review. I will do an upcoming video, let's say in a month, and tell you how everything's still working, if I'm still happy with the products. But Auxbeam has been awesome to work with. I also like to thank Steve over at Redneck Garage. I gave him a shout on the phone. I was stuck on some wiring issue. He told me over the phone what to do. Bing, bang, I was done. It worked out great. Thanks a lot, Steve. Be sure to go check out his channel at Redneck Garage. And last, I want to thank my dad. I gave him a call. He came over, gave me some help with some wiring. Like I said, I am not a pro at wiring, but he helped me work through things, and it really helps out when you have somebody to bend their ear and get some information from them. So thanks, Dad. Let's get to showing you how this works. We're going to turn on our ignition. Our pod is going to light up. I'm going to go to the app that works with my Auxbeam rock lights, and we're going to turn it on. Oh, maybe I'll have to turn this on first. There we go. So there we turn it on. You can see the rock lights you may see that. I'll show you in a second. But there we go. Our lights are on. And you can see our panel is lit up really good. We can shut our lights off, turn our lights back on. There you go. You can see the rock lights are all lit up. I can change the colors. So there you go, guys. That's the 8-gang multifunctional switch panel installed by Auxbeam. And the control panel or pod that I put in the inside comes with it. Everything worked out great. And like I said, I am not a pro electrician. I'm very amateur, and I got it done with a little help from friends, but I got it done just the same. So if you have any skill with electricity or hooking up electronics, you're way ahead of me. You'll be just fine. So if you want to get this product, this 8-gang multifunctional switch panel for your machine, I'm going to put a link down below in the description where you can find one of these. And also I'll pin a comment with the link where you can go directly and buy that product as well. And don't forget to keep an eye out for another video where I'll be adding another accessory to this Zforce. The best way to do that is hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. So again, thanks for watching, and I want to thank Auxbeam one more time. If this video helped you out at all, hit the like button, and we'll see you guys on the next one.